3 simple, easy things that you can do right now to start upgrading your health and experiencing more energy, more vitality, better skin, better health, overall a better working body. Now, let's get into it. The first thing is your sleep. How are you sleeping? And more importantly, what is the rhythm of your sleep? Is your sleep pattern sporadic, all over the place, inconsistent? Do you go to bed late one night and wake up early, or go to bed early the next night and wake up late? And actually dissolving the illusion around how much sleep we actually need versus quality sleep. Now, this is a huge game changer for me, because for me, I'm a night owl and I'm also an early morning person, which sometimes contradicts each other. So for the longest time, my sleep has been one of the most challenging areas for me to really dial in, especially when I started learning how important it is. I still love staying up. I loved learning. I loved staying up late and then getting up early. And that didn't always work out. And what happened a lot of times is that I ended up valuing staying up late more than early, and that affected my life drastically. And what I realized is that sleeping in, although it gives us the perception that we're getting more sleep, it gives you more sleep. You know, you sleep until 10 or 11 or 9 or 10, you're getting more sleep than if you were to wake up at 6 or 7. But what actually happens is that you're more tired than if you were to get up earlier. Because sometimes we can get too much sleep. And what I found is that when I wake up at 6 and rise with the sun, which is super important because of our circadian rhythm, our biological clock. Everyone has a circadian rhythm. Is basically your clock, your internal biological clock that is in alignment with the planet. And every animal, every species, every being has this. And when you start going to bed with the planet and rising to the planet, you start to align with that circadian rhythm, and your natural energy systems begin to align and skyrocket. So that's definitely something to get curious about. Are we sleeping in later and asking ourselves, how is that really affecting us? Is it really helping us? Or is it just kind of like this thing that we do because we think we need more sleep or want more sleep? I know this is how for me. And when you start to align your sleeping rhythm and you go to bed and you wake up at the same time, so something that you can start doing right now to really dial in your sleep is going to bed and sleeping between 10 and 2 a.m., making that a priority, because those are the most important and powerful hours to get deep, good quality sleep. Another thing you can do that really empowers and energizes you when you wake up is not hitting the snooze. I was a victim of this for so long. I hit the snooze button all the time. And then when I would wake up, just 10 more minutes, just 10 more minutes. Actually, I know 20, 30 minutes goes by. And what happens is that when you hit the snooze button, you're telling your brain and body, is like, okay, we wake up. Okay, snooze, 10 more minutes, 20 more minutes. You're going back into another 2-hour REM cycle, because we sleep in cycles. Every 2 hours, we have a new cycle. So when you wake up and then you go back to bed or hit snooze, you're basically telling your brain and body that you're going to go back to sleep for another 2 hours. We're going down again. We're going back into REM. And then you get up 10 minutes later, but you're all confused, and now for the next 2 hours, you're all jacked up. As opposed, if you were to just get up, when you start just getting up right when you wake up, you will notice a big difference. Like, I only got 7 hours of sleep last night, but I woke up, I got outside and got immediate sunlight first thing in the day, and it was like night and day. I'm like, it's like 8 in the morning and I'm jacked, I'm fired up. And usually when I wake up later in the day, I'm like, oh man, I'm exhausted. So, start dialing in your sleep. Your health will improve drastically. Your stress will go down. Your blood pressure will get better. Reduce inflammation. Your breathing patterns will get better. When your breathing gets better, your sleep gets better. When your sleep gets better, your breathing gets better. And it becomes this upward spiral with your health. So I promise you, start implementing this and you'll see a drastic change. The second thing that you can do to start having amazing health, to start thriving, is grounding. Getting yourself in nature and putting your feet on the earth on a regular basis. Minimum 15 minutes a day. Because when you do this, you are starting to connect with the electricity of this planet. This planet is a giant battery. Okay, and we can be charged by that battery because we are electrical beings. Our nervous system, everything about us, we are electricity and magnetism. And when we connect with the earth directly, we have receivers and antennas in that we can receive information through our feet on the ground. And there's studies in this now. It reduces inflammation, it increases blood circulation, it reduces stress. Again, it harmonizes your breathing, which ultimately it connects you with your circadian rhythm, the biological rhythms of the earth and your body, and the connection of that, which ultimately again adds to that spiral. It intertwines with your sleep, with other areas of your life. So start stepping. It reduces inflammation. When I started doing this, you can feel how much it really regulates and supports your nervous system. And that's another part of what it does, is that it takes you out of sympathetic. Your sympathetic nervous system is fight or flight. Your fight or flight response, stress, discomfort, your unease, you're in angst. And your parasympathetic nervous system is deep rest and digest and relaxation and restorative and regenerative nature. But just by standing on the earth directly, you start to put yourself in a parasympathetic response and you start becoming more relaxed, more calm. And this, we know now, spiked it regulates your cortisol levels. And we know now your day and night cortisol levels. And the cortisol is your stress hormone. And we know now that stress is one of the main causes of disease. If you're living a stressful life, it is very likely that it's gonna lead to some very physical symptoms, because the inner is a reflection of the outer. So if we're having a stressful internal experience, we're going to have a stressful external experience. So these are some ways you can really start to support yourself in becoming more calm and relaxed. Number 3, the third thing, one of the most powerful things you can do to have and experience amazing, fantastic health is start to align your thoughts, your beliefs, and your emotions with the identity of health. So many people, myself included, try to change, and from the past, try to change their health from an identity of a sick person, from an identity of an unhealthy person. Now, why this is important? This is one of the most important pieces when it comes to health that is so overlooked. Okay, I'm just going to work out and eat healthy, without changing how you think and how you feel. Every single second, your body generates 10 million, up to 10 million brand new cells every second. 1, 2, 3. You just generated 30 million brand new cells. You're in a constant rebirth and a death of a new and old self every single moment. Every year, not a single cell of your organ is the same. Every 7 years, not a single cell of your entire body is the same. What this is telling us is that you are not your body, you are the consciousness, you are the energy. And what's interesting about this is that your thoughts and your feelings dictate what kind of new cells are going to be regenerated. What are your belief system? Do you believe that with age things get worse? Because that becomes a self-realized prophecy. We have shitty belief systems in the society. Oh, I'm getting old. My metabolism is slowing down, and my body's gonna start aching. And it's like, where do these even come from? Whose ideas are these? Did we even choose these? What do we want to experience? Because the opportunity that exists and the reality that I choose to experience and choose to align to is that I'm getting younger every day, that I'm thriving, that my energy expands every day. I feel amazing. I love loving my body and being a body of health. I love having an energized system. My body supports me and works with me. My body is regenerating every day. Giving this to me, giving these ideas and thoughts, letting it nourish me. And doing it before I go to sleep and doing it when I wake up. Where is your focus? Are you constantly choosing the old reality of ill health, sick, and disease? Or are you choosing and moving in the direction of now what you want to be creating? And when you do this, it becomes very, very powerful. And it adds to that spiral. Food, water, breathing, sleep, all these things are really important. They're so key. However, if we do not align our beliefs and our thinking to a new way, if we have the identity of a sick person, of that the body never works for me and that it sucks and I'm not healthy, how easy do you think it is going to be to align our actions to that new version of health, that new version of ourselves that is healthy? Because our thoughts dictate how we feel, and our feelings dictate our actions, and our actions dictate our results. Can I get an amen? So it begins with the internal shift. Start being grateful for what you have. And if you can't believe that you have amazing, I have six-pack abs right now, but you're not, and you feel overweight, you feel sluggish, okay, bullshit, you don't have six-pack abs. What can you believe? How can you start moving that way? My mentor teaches me the everyday method. Start using the everyday. Every day I'm feeling better. Every day I'm living healthier. I'm feeling more light and free more and more every day. I'm getting stronger every day. I'm getting healthier every day. Can you believe that you're moving in the direction of it every day? And start shifting and focusing and going that way. And I promise you, this will be a game changer for your health and your energy and your life. I love you guys. I hope you got value out of today's video. Simple, short, and sweet. Like, comment, and subscribe if you got value. What are your favorite things to stay healthy? I'm excited to keep creating more and more videos on all things health, spirituality, personal development, psychology, philosophy. So if you like those things, go ahead and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Check this one out if you want. It's to help you raise your vibration. 5 things you can do to raise your vibration. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.